Card number 13 in a tarot deck is my absolute favourite. It's Death. Now, that might seem a weird thing to say, but bear with me. The traditional meaning of death is end, mortality, destruction and corruption. I'm not so fond of those things. But when you look at the phoenix in the first card, it feels much more positive. There's so much vitality in this card, it's hard to associate it with mortality and destruction. It's certainly more akin to being reborn or starting a new phase of life. Do you agree? Or do you see a different meaning? The second card is called Black Shuck. This reminds me of a more depressive state of mind than the vitality of the phoenix. Old English folklore tells us that seeing Black Shuck is an omen of death. However, there are several accounts of him as being friendly and helping travellers along the fens. Could death be a helpful card? The third card shows a vulture. The ancient Egyptians believed vultures were symbols of protection. Vultures were also associated with the cycle of death and rebirth because they feed on carrion and transform it. Also prominent on the card are the ankh motifs. As we already know, an ankh is a symbol for eternal life, but it can also be a symbol of death and reincarnation. I hope if you thought of death in a negative light that you've changed your mind a little and I've opened you to alternate meanings. Do you have a favourite card in your tarot deck? I'd love to see pictures.